And we're back. Welcome to the party, pals. As we're here, I'm sorry, it's gonna happen, right? And we're here to play Die Hard Nakatomi Heist, and we're gonna play Act 1. So I'm Ross Thompson. We're joined with...
I'm Nick Leslie, Sales Account Manager here at the Op.
Katie Lowther, Sales Account Manager here at the Op.
Sean Fletcher, Game Designer here at the Op.
And we're gonna hop right in and learn how to play, and then play Die Hard. Fletch, take us out, man.
All right. So Die Hard, the Nakatomi Heist, is a brand new game. I believe it's coming out in July.
It'll be on stores at the end of July.
One of the things we did that we think really helps tell the story is we broke the game into 3 acts. So today we're going to play Act 1. We're on the 31st floor of Nakatomi Plaza. It's right after John first discovers that there are terrorists or thieves in the building. And we're going to go from there.
Awesome.
Cool, awesome. I'm looking forward to it. So we're gonna be playing as the thieves.
Yep.
And then you're going to be playing as John.
McClane. Yep.
So how do we hop into it?
So we start out by deciding who our lead thief is going to be, and I think today it's going to be Katie. We've got a token for her.
The Gruber token.
And that'll move from turn to turn. So Katie's our lead thief for the first turn. I'm John McClane for this game. Each of the thieves gets 3 cards off of their thief deck.
Okay.
I get 5 cards off the John McClane deck.
So am I only playing since I'm the lead thief this time? Or
No, you are the arbiter of thief actions this turn.
Okay.
The Gruber.
The Gruber.
So we work together.
You guys are working together. It's a 1 versus many game. So the thieves play cooperatively. John McClane is a lone wolf all on his own.
As
here.
he should be.
Yeah.
He should be. So the first thing that happens is it's a simultaneous action selection game. Each of us is going to choose a card from our hands to play as an action. John's going to play a card face down in front of himself. Then the thieves are basing their actions on an action that Katie, the lead thief, will show them. She chooses an action card from her hand.
Okay,
And
Hans.
shows,
I like that one.
Shows the other 2.
If I had a good German accent, I'd say it, but I don't have a good German
That's
accent.
such a good quote.
Right. Okay, so before we go too much further into this, the goals of the game, John is trying to rescue the hostages in the 3rd act. So really he's just got to get through Acts 1 and 2 alive. And along the way in Act 1 he's going to have to find a machine gun, he's going to have to find a pair of shoes that inevitably will not fit him, and he's going to have to find a radio that he can use to call Sergeant Al Powell later on in the game. The thieves are trying to win the game by unlocking a series of 6 locks and then blowing up the roof of the building.
Which we have those right here.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Or they can kill John McClane before he gets to the hostages. And on this floor, the thieves have some additional goals. They need to find 3 hostages hiding among the office furniture. They want to deal as much damage as they can to John McClane. The achievement here is called Draw Blood.
Okay.
And then the 3rd achievement is to track John McClane and find 2 of the spaces where John McClane has already been.
Cool. Okay. We can do that.
Yeah.
I think so anyway. Let's find out.
So along the way, the thieves are working on a lock. You can see right in front of Ross, there's a sequence of well, let's take the cube off of that one.
Sure.
We'll leave that there to start. There's a series of 8 numbers in a lock combination. And they're going to use their cards each turn to establish a series of actions for their movers, and also 2 numbers that they can unlock on the lock.
Okay.
So we'll start by showing John's action.
Okay. So John goes first?
John always goes first.
Okay.
And since the game works in 3 acts, there's actions for all 3 acts. But right now, we're really just looking at Act 1.
Okay.
So John gets to move forward. And right now, he wants to uncover these red spaces because that's where he'll find the gun or the radio.
Okay.
Got it.
So John's going to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So you get right onto it.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're
Moves into
not
that
wasting
space.
any time.
And he finds the machine gun.
Oh, man.
So what are these little tokens on top of the machine gun?
The machine gun comes with 1, 2, 3 bullet tokens. And what these do is they allow me to add a shoot action to any action card that I play for a turn. So, for instance, if my card said I would move or I would sneak, I could move and shoot. I could sneak and shoot. Or if I had a shoot action, I could shoot twice.
Oh, well, that's really lucky you found that on the first.
Yeah, it's
Turn,
fantastic.
then.
I know. We're going to have to get him.
I know. It's not looking good for us thieves already.
So now the
Not too
thieves have
happy.
played
Okay.
their 3 cards together.
Okay.
And Katie gets to look at those cards, put them down on the table.
Okay.
And we're going to put them in numeric order. Now, each thief
Okay.
card has a number in the top left corner. And in this case, she's got 7, 11, and 19. And you'll notice that one of the digits on every card is white. Those numbers on the outer, the first and last cards of the sequence, will give them numbers that they can hack on the lock over there.
Okay.
Okay.
So right now you've got a 7 and a 9 for your lock hack actions.
So this is our action on the board.
This is going to be your action on the board, but
Okay.
let's resolve the
Sure.
lock first.
So those
Okay.
two are our locks.
Those are for your locks.
Okay.
If there were a 7 and a 9 together on the lock, you could unlock both of them.
Oh, bummer.
But since there's not a 7 and a 9 together, you choose a 7 or a 9 and you place a cube on the lock to match that.
Okay.
The Gruber.
The Gruber.
I'm gonna pick a 9.
There we go.
Here we go. 9.
Okay. So now Katie's got her 11 card,
Okay.
and that
Good.
has 3 actions on it.
Mm-hmm.
What are those actions?
Oh, sorry. Those actions are move, shoot.
Oh man.
I am a fan of killing John.
Yeah, we gotta kill
Okay.
John.
Yeah.
So how do we shoot? Let's shoot.
So on the shoot action, it says shoot 4+. We have a 6-sided die over here.
Okay.
You successfully shoot John McClane if you roll a 4 or higher.
Awesome.
And in order to shoot John McClane, you have to have a clear line of sight in a straight line, either horizontally or vertically, with at least one space in between.
So we can't shoot him at this point. We don't have that.
You haven't moved into a line of sight yet, but you do have 2 move actions,
Gotcha.
each of which lets you move up to 3 spaces.
Can we move, shoot, then move?
You can play these actions in any order.
Oh.
And both players, if there's ever an action that you see on your card that you can't use or don't want to use the way it's written, you can change out any one of those actions for a move 1 space.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Can I take this move 3 and move 2 different spies with that one move?
No, each of these
Well, they're
3
spies now.
Oh, sorry.
thieves,
Thieves.
terrorists,
Thieves.
spies, they're
Bad
all
guys.
The
Bad
yeah,
guys.
the green people.
bad guys. Each of these 3 actions is a complete encapsulated action
Okay.
by itself.
Okay.
So you can move you can use any of the actions for any of the thieves in any order, but all of the 3 movement on that first move action have to be completed by a single thief.
Gotcha. Okay.
And so we also get joined in the chat, which is kind of cool. Everybody watching us live. We got Shelly HC, Saizadoa, that's how we say that apparently, and Angelo Flight, and Energy Z Bot. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks.
Let's see if we can take out John.
Okay. Well, what are the green spaces for the thieves? Is that where our objectives hide to?
The tokens are where the hostages might be hiding.
Okay.
If we move these out of the way, you can see there's some office equipment, or in this case, the
Yeah.
sort of construction tables
Right.
where the floor was being worked on. These spaces also act as cover for fire, so you can hide under or behind them
Oh, that's cool.
if there's a line of fire happening. But in this case, you've got potential hostages that are hiding there. So in order to find the hostages for this first requirement, the thieves will have to move onto those spaces.
Cool. Let's do it.
Okay, so I think we need to move this guy into the line of sight to shoot. So I don't have to move 3, it's just up to 3,
Move
right?
up to 3.
Okay, how do you feel about that?
That's
Oh,
exactly
yeah.
what I
Go
want.
Okay.
Yeah, go for
Let's
it.
move and then let's shoot. So you said I had to roll a 4 or
Roll a
higher?
4 or
She's gonna
higher.
do it. Here we go.
Come
Come on.
on.
Oh!
Dang. Okay.
Miss.
And then we still have 1 move action.
Correct.
So I want to get this guy. And can either of my spies reach that?
Right now, either of your spies can reach that. Now, when you move into a space that has cover, it takes 2 footsteps to get into that space, just because it's a more difficult space to interact with.
Go in there.
So right now, in order to move into that space, it would take 1, 2, 3.
Oh, gotcha.
steps
Okay,
to
yeah.
move into.
I'm this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I don't want him in the line of sight.
guy's action
on
guy
this
this
turn.
turn.
Okay, and we have a hostage.
Found a hostage.
Nice.
Sweet. So that's 1 of 3 hostages we need to find.
Correct.
Cool.
You
We
are
only
on
found a
your way.
machine gun, but we found hostages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right, man.
The thieves, whenever they complete one of their objectives, they get extra cubes that they can put on their lock. So that's going to help them work their way through the locks that much faster.
Awesome.
Nice.
Sweet.
Okay.
Now,
Is the thief's turn over?
Thieves' turn is over.
Okay.
We move the thief, lead thief token over 1 player. So now
Gruber.
Ross is our
Ah,
leader.
the Gruber. I will have you now, you cowboy.
Each thief draws a new card,
Oh.
so that their hand is always 3
Here's
cards.
your card,
okay.
Thank you,
little
sir.
thief.
And John McClane gets to, well, both sides, John McClane and the thieves get to choose a new action.
Okay. So this is the simultaneous part where we all
This is
choose
That's
what
correct.
we want to do together. Okay.
Well, I'm going to
perfect.
show you guys the card.
Yeah.
Ready? Here we go.
Okay.
Do you
All right.
like that quote?
I'm gonna say it once this time.
Yeah.
Right? Put this down.
Yep.
Ready?
Give me your cards, fellow thieves. Ready? Here we go.
John first.
Oh,
John goes
sorry.
first. So John, I'm playing a move 3 and shoot 5.
What's the name of the card?
The name of the card is Kinda Partial to Roy Rogers.
Mr. Rogers.
No, wrong Rogers.
Oh, okay.
1, 2. You can still be my neighbor.
Oh, yeah.
So I move 3, I have a shoot 5, so since I'm not in line of sight with another one of the thieves, I'm just going to turn that shoot 5 into a move 1. We'll move into this space here, we'll find the radio.
wow.
Oh
I
no!
What is up with that?
And I'll take the radio. Thank you. And since I have
A little
the...
rigged.
I know. We're,
Shenanigans.
I'm actually going to use one of my...
what?
Take that off the board. I'll use one of my bullets from the machine gun.
You're gonna shoot him in the back?
I'm going to try shooting the thief in the back.
Man,
Ah.
what a murderer you are. But
Yeah.
I guess he's the good guy, apparently.
Yeah, that's not very
Yeah,
heroic.
apparently.
We're the ones fighting for our fellow
So
terrorists
you
out
only
there.
have 3.
I
Are
have-
you gonna be able to get more throughout the game?
In Acts 2 and 3, there are extra ammunition tokens for John McClane.
Okay.
So along the way, he can pick up more. This is a shoot 4+, so I have to hit a 4 or better.
Here we go, and...
Oh! Dang it. So now what happens to our thief?
So thieves have kind of a glass jaw in this game, and when a thief gets shot or punched, they come off.
it is
the
an
board.
action 80s movie game.
That is true.
So,
That is true.
Yeah.
And true to form, the thieves will actually only ever attack John one at a time. They never decide to dogpile.
got it.
So are we minus a thief for the rest of the act?
No, at any point on the thief's turn, they can choose to forego all 3 of the actions on their card and put a thief back onto the board.
Oh.
You might be too
So
early for that.
later,
Yeah.
later
We
in,
need
the,
to
in the act
find
when
some
you're
hostages.
dwindling, that's usually a good time to bring a thief back in.
Cool.
Great.
So let's jump into it and keep
So it's
going.
our
So it's
turn,
my
right?
turn
Yeah.
now, and these are the ones we played out. So we've got a give me the code,
Oh,
and
no.
a you think you have a chance against us, Mr. McClane. So we gotta. I'm all numbered out, right?
Yep.
So we pull that up,
Yep.
and
1 and 3. Good job,
1 and
guys.
3. Look at
Good job,
that.
thieves.
We got
Pretty good.
2 codes unlocked, right?
Yep, 1 and 3. They have to be next.
They have to be adjacent,
So that's it then.
And not diagonal,
No, 1
right?
and 3.
1 and
Yeah,
1
yeah.
and 3 or
God, look at that.
And not diagonal.
not diagonal.
Great.
Yep, we just can't hit the planet there, so we're good
Okay.
to go. And now we've got a move, and lock.
What does lock mean?
Lock is a special action that only the thieves have. It allows them to put 1 cube on any space on their lock that they're trying to
Oh,
have.
that's pretty good.
I think the middle spaces are pretty good.
I agree.
There you go.
So I think we're just going to put one on the 5.
They haven't
Okay.
seen it in 5.
I haven't either yet, so there we go. Look at that. Boom, a triple unlock on that. Super good. Good job,
job,
as
guys.
We're
thieves.
racing right now.
Serious
Well, we-
progress.
Well, we had a guy go down, so but I think we need to get more hostages. That seems like a good move.
I would agree.
So
You know what? I'm going to backtrack a second. I forgot to do something. When I killed that
Oh.
thief,
Oh.
that thief left his shoes behind.
Oh.
Oh.
Just to find the thief's shoes.
Oh, wow.
Well, his whole body is still there, but his shoes are now have a token.
Well, his body flickered and went away. Like,
Yeah.
like in a 8-bit video game.
Got it.
Yeah.
Look at that. Cool.
Now, can we take the shoes first?
No,
Okay.
only John McClane can get
Yeah,
those
we don't want his
Thieves-
shoes. They're dirty.
Thieves have shoes. They don't need a spare
Yeah.
pair.
He's-
But John
yeah.
McClane is barefoot.
Gotcha.
He was getting his
Better
shoes.
not let that word get out that he's barefoot.
They might go shooting glass or something to you know.
Spoilers. Spoilers.
Oh,
Oh my
sorry, the
goodness.
movie's 30+ years old. I thought we'd all seen it by now.
Yeah.
The statute of limitations on that one is a bit over.
So, so that is that's something that happens in Act 2 possibly, right?
Yeah, we'll see that later on in the game.
That's cool. So then I'm gonna move this guy here. I
Yep.
think this is the right call, and we're just gonna go 1, 2, 3,
Yep.
Perfect.
and pick this guy up. Ready? Fingers crossed. What we got?
Something good.
We've got green.
Nothing.
Nothing.
The whiff.
The whiff. The whiff.
And we have 3 more moves,
We
right?
have one
Yep,
more
you have
move.
one
I
more
say
move
get that
I'm
next
gonna, we're
one.
gonna go 1, 2, 3. Pick this up here, and we've got a. Oh,
Nothing.
nothing.
Oh, goodness.
Bummer, but you know what? Let's out of the way now.
That's right.
So.
We got 3 more left on the board.
So we're gonna discard these and then draw. We're going to draw new ones.
Each thief
Thank
gets
you.
one new card.
And then we're going to pass the Gruber token.
Okay.
I'm the Gruber now.
You are the Gruber. And now it's, here we go.
Now Nick picks the card.
Okay, Gruber.
Okay.
And while we wait here, we're also joined
Oh,
by...
you have to show us.
Oh,
Oh, look at that.
Okay.
Don't show me.
Okay.
That's why
You can do it?
I've actually practiced this. It's a soon I'll be on a beach and earning 20. It's a soon we'll be on a beach earning 20%. And it's because it has the da 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 da. It's hard.
it's nice cadence to it.
It's a good cadence. Yeah. We actually spent some time trying to figure that out when we were up at the shoot up at Geek and Sundry a little bit ago.
Oh, Geek and Sundry did this already?
Yeah, we did.
When's
So
it going to air?
It should be up before we go to Gen Con.
Awesome.
So it's gonna be a blast. I'm super excited to see how that. And we did all 3 acts in that as well.
Wow.
Which is super cool.
So how long would it take to play all 3 acts from beginning to end?
When you've got the rhythm of the game going, the game takes about 90 minutes, which is perfect if you're a fan of the movie because that's about how long the movie runs.
Yeah, that's also a good board game time.
Yeah.
So just showing into the chat, we've got Blood Scythe, very positive there, and Scoutman17 and Lurks and V and K. Thanks, guys. Yay!
Thanks.
We're gonna keep playing. I know
Yeah.
I keep commenting on people's names, but it's all good.
Did you put a card in?
I haven't yet.
Okay.
Here we go.
Here we go.
So John McClane reveals his action. I've got come out to the coast. I'm going to sneak
They
3
said.
spaces. And sneak is a special action that only John McClane has. When John McClane sneaks, any attack that the thieves are trying to put on him that turn, negated.
Okay.
You can't be attacked while you're sneaking. So he's going to move 1, 2, collect those shoes.
3,
He's
4.
got-
Oh,
well,
sorry.
once I've stopped on a space,
Oh.
once I've stopped on a space, that ends my movement for the turn.
Sorry.
So I've completed all 3 of my objectives for the round.
Okay, so
which means my only goal right now is to get to the door. Now
Uh,
I could go
Man,
quickly
He really blew through
Yeah,
that.
he
and
did.
blowing through this, but this is where the game gets really interesting. John McClane's deck is full of cards that have actions for Act 1, Act 2, and Act 3. The cards that John McClane plays go into a played cards pile. Those cards will get shuffled into an Act 2 deck when Act 2 rolls around. So the more cards I can put in this deck, the more cards I have to use in Act 2.
Okay.
If I move too quickly, I deny the thieves time to work on the lock, but I also deny myself actions in later rounds.
That can
Okay.
come back and hurt you.
So it can come back to haunt me
Yeah.
if I move too quickly in this round. So I might actually be incentivized right now to try to hunt down some of these thieves and get them off the board before I leave the board.
Yeah, because
Oh,
that's what a
interesting.
positive hero does is hunts down people.
Hunt
that are,
and kill.
yeah, he's definitely
Yes.
a murderer.
It's a
So-
non-violent game.
Yeah,
If I
yes.
wanted to spawn another villain, where would he spawn?
So there's always going to be at least one open space, green space for the thieves.
Gotcha.
That would be your spawn point.
Okay.
Not a
And what are
horrible-
these vents for?
The vent is great. The vent's just a shortcut for John McClane. He can, work his way through there. The thieves are not allowed to use the vents, but John McClane could.
Yeah, because we're humans and we're not going to crawl through the fence like an animal.
Yeah.
Jeez, John McClane.
Hey,
Right?
John does what John's got to do.
Okay. Well, it's
Thieves'
Thieves'
turn.
turn, right?
Thieves'
Let's
turn,
go.
do it up, man. Okay, Gruber.
We need to do some damage.
So we have a 5, 19, and 17. So just like that, right?
And soon we'll be sitting on a beach.
So
earning
this
20%.
is the card that we're using.
Okay.
And this is our locks.
Okay.
So it looks like we have a 5 or a 9 because they're not.
Right.
You don't even have a 9.
No.
No, we've got...
A 5.
Got a 5. 5 seems good.
5 seems good.
All right.
Getting
Then we
there.
have move 3, shoot 4, and shoot 4.
Ooh.
Ooh,
it was a
I
good
like
time for me
that.
to sneak then,
Yeah.
So-
Well, we can't see him this round
'Cause he's
anyway
sneaky?
because he's
because I'm
sneak.
sneaking
Until your next turn.
until my
Yeah.
next
So all we can do is move then. So we should probably try to find
Or
some
can we...
hostages.
And we can't... Can we summon another thief?
You could give up all 3 of those actions to put a thief back on the board.
I think that's not such a bad idea
Yeah.
because we put one
Alright.
right here in his grill.
Yeah, right in his
Yeah.
grill.
You know.
Okay.
I'm not supposed to agree with you because I'm John McClane, but I do think that's a good move for the thieves.
Yeah, 'cause
Okay.
we can't shoot him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So ready?
Might as well. All right.
Here we go. One of our new American German thief terrorist guys is here.
I shall name him Pepe.
Okay, Pepe.
I don't think they were all German. I think he had like an international team of super thieves.
Cool. Well, yeah, it was Pepe, so here we go.
Right, some Guatemala.
Here we go.
In the
Sounds
house.
good, Pepe. Thank you.
Okay.
So we'll start our next round, and I'm gonna pause here to explain one more piece of John McClane's card draw mechanic. Each round, the thieves draw new cards. They always have 3 cards in hand, but John McClane works differently. John McClane starts with 5 cards in his hand, and after he gets down to just 2 cards, he has to discard those 2 cards before drawing 5 new cards. He does not draw new cards on every turn, just every 3rd turn. The reason we do this is so that there's some importance to the choices John makes in his actions.
Okay.
For each card that I chose that I wanted to use, I eventually wound up having to choose 2 cards that I would not use. And since these cards are discarded, they never make it into my deck for the next round.
Oh, neat.
Oh, that's right. You said your played cards will go to Act 2.
My
So
played
those
cards
are
will go to Act 2.
out.
So if those were
These
good,
are
you'll
out.
never see them again.
That's correct.
Oh,
So
interesting.
if I want to play a lot of cards that help John shoot in Act 1, those actions get better in Act 2, and he'll have a lot more shoot actions in Act 2 and in theory, Act 3. But that would mean I was giving up on sneak actions or on fast movement actions or punch actions. The cards I choose early in the game shape how I play the game later.
So you really want to pick your cards wisely. It's
Yeah, choosing your cards and managing which cards you bring forward is a pretty key element to playing John McClane in this game.
Well, let's see if you can do it, Sean.
Yeah.
You ready?
Oh, am I the lead?
Oh, yeah, you're the
again?
Gruber.
Okay. All right. I'm going to
That's still gonna
do
get old.
this one.
The Gruber. Ah, okay, got it.
And the thieves select their other 2 action cards.
There you go.
Okay.
Little Hans.
John,
Alright, John.
reveals first. John is going to move 2 and punch 3+.
Oh no!
Whoops.
Well, he's running on adrenaline.
I'm running on adrenaline. And now I have to roll a 3 or better for my punch action. Punching is usually a little bit more accurate, so it's easier to roll a die for a punch than
Sure,
it is to
go for it, man.
shoot.
Oh, what
dang.
is up with this?
So-
Again, glassjaw thieves.
Oh.
You punched him out of existence?
Even with a punch?
Oh yeah,
He's got 80
we
superhero
just,
punch.
we just put him back.
That was a
Power
whole
punch.
turn.
Okay.
Pepe!
All right.
Oh, I love
Thieves.
Oh
him.
yeah.
All right. So we have a 3, a 5,
Poor
and a
Pepe.
19. We are not doing these locks well. So the 5 comes out, and we have a 3 and a 9.
The 3.
Well, we have a 3, so we'll take that. And then our actions are move, move, move.
Nice.
So
Beeline towards
Marsha.
we need to find some people or some hostages to fulfill this
Yes, we
reward.
do.
So let's go. So we can't reach any of our green right now because they're all 4 away.
But you
But
have
we can sacrifice a move to make it a 4. To make it a +1, giving us 4 moves.
Correct.
'Kay.
So if you were trying to reach this
Uh-huh.
space here, you could take that first move and go move 1,
Yeah.
and then your remaining moves will allow you to go move 2,
Yeah.
reveal, and move 2.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to tell you how to
Oh,
take
I
it.
like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And I want to keep this guy close to the exit because
We
that's
do.
where it's supposed to go. So let's 1, 2, 3.
And we got there, ready?
And that is a
Well,
hostage.
Is there any value in beelining this guy a little bit over? Getting him, because John's going to have to move this way. So he's got to come down here. If we get this guy closer to line of sight, can this guy claim this token this turn?
Not this turn, but this thief here is completely in range to take this space here.
Okay.
enough.
Okay.
And if this turns out to not be a hostage, well, then you know exactly where your last
That's
hostage
true. We can
is.
get that one because I think you're right. We need all the support we can get in this side.
Mm-hmm.
So on the next turn, we should move that guy closer to the
Sounds
goal.
good.
But this time,
And what we get?
a hostage.
There we go. I mean, aww.
Ooh, we
Yeah.
did that.
So your reward for finding the hostages
is
written at the
we've
top
got
of the
a reward 2 lock actions. Hans?
All right. Well, that means we've completed this lock action.
Great.
Excellent.
So,
the next thing that happens here is you get to, on the other card that shows lock progress, you move down a space there.
Awesome. Good job,
You get
guys.
to wipe that lock off the board, and you'll set up a new lock.
all right, so these are discarded.
Those are
basically.
discarded.
All right, I'm just going to put these at the bottom.
Cool. We're going to get 3 now.
Set up a new lock.
It says 2 cards.
It says 2 cards.
Okay.
The second lock is 2 cards. And as the game progresses, those locks will get more complicated. Eventually, they'll have 3 cards, and at the end, they'll have 4 cards.
Cool.
Wow.
Well, we still got time here,
Yeah.
so
Okay, draw. So our turn is over.
that's it. So we're going to get new cards.
Sorry.
1, 2, 3. The Gruber token will pass.
Reverse. All right.
And then I'm going to go first here. And...
Ooh. All right. Oh, I guess I should look at your card
We should.
before I decide what to play.
Ready? There you go. There you go. There you go.
Okay.
Okay, John, you're up.
I'm up. I'm kind of partial to Roy Rogers. So I'm going to move 3 and shoot 5+.
Wow.
I'm curious. I want to see what's under here. I've already completed my goals, but let's just see what we find. 1, 2, 3.
You got covered too, so that's pretty good.
Ooh.
That is a hazard. That is the sound of gunshots. I've drawn attention to myself. That means I take 1 damage. Now, when John takes damage, he takes the top card of his deck, puts it in his discard pile.
And those are the ones that are gone for the game.
Those are cards that are gone for good.
Is there
Okay.
any way possible to get those cards back in the game?
John does have a special action in some of his cards called Recover, and what Recover does is it lets him take the top card of the discard and add it to his hand.
Oh,
Awesome.
so he can find them. They're not necessarily gone.
That's cool.
Does it count as damaging John for our goal?
It does not count as damaging John for your goal.
Yeah, we got to put
Bummer.
the...
Yeah.
We gotta start.
Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we
Taking
go.
some shots here, people.
Boom.
Wow, we're thinking alive.
We
Okay,
were,
well.
so that goes that way, right?
13, 15, 15?
5 and 5? Or
Yeah.
no, 3
Yeah.
3, 5.
Yeah.
Whew.
Right, that'll go there.
Yep.
And then 3 and 5. That's great job. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
And we get a couple shoots.
And we've got a punch, shoot.
So can we use our punch as a move? Right?
You can use your punch as a move 1.
As a move
Okay.
1. So if we move this guy here.
So
Oh, that's a good
it's an
point.
obstacle though, right? Will that block it or?
It doesn't block. It makes it a more difficult shot.
Oh, great.
So you
We'll
would
do
have to add 1 to the
So you'd have-
difficulty
you'd
of
have
the
to-
shot.
Okay, so we're gonna punch through this stuff here and then
make a hole.
To make a hole so we can
There
move
you
there.
go.
And then we're gonna shoot 2. So we've got a shoot 4.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a shoot
5.
5 then, right? Okay, our first shot. Ready? Oh. Okay, and then
Yikes.
okay,
And we're shooting again?
shooting again.
Okay. This
Left,
one's
right?
4 plus?
Yeah.
Oh, no, they're both 5 plus.
They're both
Because
5
the
plus.
damage.
So now
Oh,
it's
no.
5. Here we go. Ready? And ah.
This is not going our way.
I'm not rolling
No.
well.
You're not. Well, I mean, fire's kind of hard to hit.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Gruber token passes. We get our cards. Sean, your play, man.
Yep, I've already selected my card for this round.
Go for it.
So it's going to be here. Thieves, lead thief gets to show
Okay,
the other thieves
Gruber.
his card.
Yep.
Okay. So
Okay.
why the green and red for the color scheme?
Well, according to Bruce Willis, it's not a Christmas movie.
It's not.
But according to everyone else on the planet, it's totally a Christmas movie.
It's a whole different movie.
Is
It
it the
is.
best Christmas movie ever?
Possibly the best Christmas movie.
It definitely
Undisputed,
is.
right?
It is.
Undisputed.
It's a heartwarming
What's
family story.
It's that or the Santa Claus, I guess, with Tim Allen, but
Santa Claus, Schmanta Claus.
it's all good. You know, I heard it's so good. It's great.
So looks like we have double 7s here.
Oh,
but
hold
they're-
on.
Oh yeah, John's got to go first,
no.
buddy.
First.
I got
So
excited.
John has move 3 and recover 1. So
Oh, okay.
Question Katie had earlier.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Oof.
No,
And
it's
then
fine,
recover
whatever.
1
Oh,
and
no.
adds the card from his discard pile back to his hand.
Yeah, the question is like, should we?
Okay,
spawn
so
a
now
guy
it's
in
the
that
thieves.
I think so. Let's
let's
find
see
out.
what our cards
yeah,
say.
the cards are first. Yeah.
Okay, so we have 2 7s.
I want the radio silence.
You said they can't be diagonal, right? So we can't use our 2 7s?
No, you would not be able to use the
Oh,
two
bummer.
sevens together in this
And our
case. You'd
shoot
have to
has
choose
no-
one or the other.
Has no distance requirement. So if
No,
we
as
move
long
one,
as-
we could shoot straight.
That's correct. But that line of sight has 2 interruptions in it because you'd be shooting from cover through another cover space. Not recommended. If you really wanted to shoot John McClane, you might be better off moving
Oh,
this
there we go.
thief
Yeah.
here
Oh, that
and
sounds
taking
pretty
a
good
clear
too.
Sounds
shot.
pretty
directly.
good.
I like that idea.
It's probably better.
Well,
than
let's take our lock. So
Yeah.
which 7?
Let's do the 7. That's fine.
Sounds good, Gruber.
Okay.
Hans.
And then we move this guy out of cover.
Sorry, go ahead.
You're good. Go for it.
This
and then
guy.
We'll
Okay.
have 2 shots on him. At
Okay.
4+.
At 4 up. First shot.
Do it.
Yay! 5.
Okay, so this is our first time we've damaged John. What
Okay.
happens?
So the first thing that happens is John loses a card off of his deck into his discard pile,
What?
and the thieves get to put a cube on their draw
Nice.
blood objective.
Sweet. So what happens when we get to 5?
When you fill up all 5, you get to do 2 lock actions like you did for your other objective, and it clears, and you can just keep on shooting them.
So is this an objective that follows the thieves through all 3 acts?
This particular objective is sort of a permanent objective for
Gotcha.
the thieves, and whatever progress they make in Act 1 will carry through to Act 2. So
Nice.
if you've got
Oh,
4
that's awesome.
cubes on there, and you move on to Act 2, you start Act 2 with 4 cubes, so you don't have to refresh that every
Sweet.
single time. You can just keep on pummeling. John.
And speaking
Cool.
of that, shoot him again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Boom, 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 boom.
So John loses another card.
So does John die when the deck runs out?
John, if John cannot draw his full hand and play his turn, John dies. It's hard, but John can.
And it rolls
can
credits,
die.
and Roy Rogers did not win the day.
No, John dies hard.
Cool.
Ooh, good.
Was that our
Nice.
3 moves?
Yeah.
We're all good
Roll
to
a
go?
die
Sweet.
hard.
So we
There's puns.
discard
There's lots of
these.
puns.
That's good.
Everybody draw a card.
Here we go. Boom, boom. And the Gruber token
Alright.
passes.
Yep.
I do not have good cards.
Well, you show us. Yeah.
Very well.
That's good.
Very well. So other than this, we're not allowed to discuss what we have in our hands
No.
or use like hints.
No, much as Hans Gruber demanded in the film, he wants radio silence in the game as well.
Got it.
Oh, gotcha. All right, John, you're up.
John's action is to move 3 and punch 4+.
What?
So we're going to move in here. We're going to attempt to punch that thief.
We are
every
relying
time.
on our dude to.
He's our last stand.
Yes!
Miss.
Okay. And we have a 1, a 9, and a 9. So our 9 comes out. 1 and 9. Good job,
Nice.
thieves. And
We're not
then
having
we
good
get
cards. Take a double
to
lock.
move, punch. Well,
Let's punch him twice.
I would let's punch
Yeah.
him. Yeah, let's
punch him.
punch
Punch it
him.
a 3 up.
Woo!
Yay! Nice.
And punches get damage too, right?
Punches
Just
deal
not just
damage
shots?
as well.
Perfect.
We're wearing
And then
brass
one
knuckles.
more. Yep.
Ah,
dang.
That's a good
Okay.
fight. It's pretty epic.
Well, and then now we can move. What do you think? Move. Just not
I think we
move?
need to bring this guy around. If we, I mean, that guy's probably not.
Yeah, how many movements do we have? 3?
Yeah,
We
there's
do get to
3
move
spaces.
3. I don't. Or do we move this guy back and block?
Can
Can
we
you do
have
that?
to- yeah.
If there is a thief standing on the goal space where I would exit, I cannot move through
Oh.
that.
That's
Yeah,
the
do
move
it
right
up.
there. 1,
He's
2,
punching
3.
John. John's on the ground.
Yes.
And he's like, I'm running back to the
Now he
door.
could shoot us and then run.
Right.
Okay.
It forces me to use attack actions. So I would either have to shoot him from a distance and run for the space, or I could close that gap and punch him. John also has a shove action that allows him to push the thief
Like
sideways out of his way.
Out of the way.
Right, but you need to time that so that the shove action allows you to push and then move into that
Gotcha.
space.
So you've got a radio. So can you call Sergeant Al Powell?
Oh.
Sergeant Al Powell does not know there's anything going on yet, so
Okay.
that radio doesn't do anything for me until I bring it into Act 2.
Act 2. Okay, got it.
So you're taking the 2 things you found with you for
I'm
the rest of the
taking
game.
2 things that I found, and those will carry along with me.
That's pretty
Cool.
cool.
And I suppose I could even carry the shoes with me, but they don't fit, so they don't really help.
Right, makes sense.
Keep throwing
Yeah.
at somebody.
This game seems a little violent, like the movie.
A little bit of network error, so if people having issues buffering, keep just rolling.
Okay.
Is it still going or is it?
Yep.
Are we not going to mention who's in the chat?
Oh no.
Keep going.
Yeah.
So this game is obviously, like the movie, a little violent. What's the age range on this game?
Age range for this game is 15 plus.
Okay.
And it plays 2 to 4 players. Right now you're seeing 3 thieves working together. There are ways to in the rules explained for 2 players to play as the thieves, or even a single player as a thief.
Cool. All right.
Cool.
Well, our turn is over.
Yeah, let's get new ones.
Is it still happening?
Gonna check.
Okay, hey guys, hold up before because
Okay.
we may have to.
Sorry.
It's okay. So I want to just look at the camera weird.
That's how I know.
Oh, I haven't even acknowledged my little
Pickle
man.
Rick?
Yeah.
Keep going, guys.
Just keep going.
Oh, okay.
Is it? Okay. Is there audio happening?
Yeah, everything. I don't know what's going on.
Oh,
So
weird.
did everyone just hear me kiss Pickle Rick?
Probably. Probably.
Technically.
Anyway, yeah, it's all good. We're still going.
Oh, we're still
Oh,
going.
we're still
Oh, that's
going.
great. Okay, well, I'm going to draw up to 3.
You know what's fun? Live.
Yeah.
I love live. This is so good. This is great. The funny thing is, like we're playing along. So I'm really excited for this game. I'm glad we get to show it off. So we're kind of coming toward the climactic ending to Act 1 here, but we're not there yet. This has been a good bit. So now this is passed to me.
You are the grooves.
I get the 3rd card for me here, and I'm gonna do. Oh, it's okay.
Lots of
It's
cards.
all good. It's good.
All right. Okay.
Okay. Right. Put the card down.
Okay.
John, do it up.
Okay. Let's start by charging. Move 3
Okay.
and punch 4. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, no.
Roll for that punch.
Miss.
Oh!
Boom.
Our last line of defense.
But that was it. There's no move though, right?
No, I've used all
Okay.
of my movement for the turn.
But we can't really.
There's no way we can catch him.
Yeah.
Well,
Well.
no, well.
We could spawn a guy right
Alright,
there.
so on. So here we go.
Then he'd go again. Yeah, let's.
So we got our things here with our 7, 13, and 7. So now we're gonna pull this up and do there. We're just gonna take one of the 7s, I think, right?
Yeah.
Bum.
Yep. Even if the thieves have no actions they can take, they're still allowed to work on the lock.
Okay.
So we've got a move, punch, shoot.
Shoot.
Which, man, could be so cool, except that it's not going to matter.
Except you kill her.
Well, so assuming he has any sort of move in his hand, he's out for this game. So even if we chose to respawn and
He'd be-
hope that
Well-
he doesn't have a move in his, well, any action would be a move 1.
Any
would
action
be
turns
an
into a
action in the
move
game.
1.
Okay.
So if I were
Alright.
playing as a thief right now, I would use my move action to go 1, 2, 3, and just take that last.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah,
idea.
yeah. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then spin our next one to move 1.
Yep.
And then our next one to move 1 because we're going to sacrifice our punch action and then our shoot action to do that move 1.
Well, he was saying to shoot through it and
I
just
think
try to
you
roll
have-
5.
yeah, I think based on the number of actions you have on that card, you have to shoot
So
through
we were here, right?
you were here.
Here. You were here.
Yep.
So we're going to move. So 1, 2, and then 1.
Yep.
And then we're going to just
shoot.
Just shoot. Yep.
Go for it.
Yeah.
So here we go. Our final
So
drive.
you'll have to hit a 5 or
That
better.
was it. So we're to shoot over the
Yep.
over the obstacle there. We need a 5 or a 6,
Crit.
just because it's awesome. Here you go, ready? And we've got a 2.
Oh,
no.
bummer.
I heard gunshots somewhere.
Yeah, we were
They weren't
shooting
near me.
just
Yeah,
into the
she
wind.
Went upstairs.
Bad Boys 2 status is
All
firing
right.
into it, and then I
Okay.
keep using the wrong stuff.
So
It's all good.
if you exit, do we still get to do our last turn?
Yes.
Okay, so
Okay.
we're all gonna draw up. Discard
So,
those cards.
discard these cards.
And you
the
said we
Gruber
get to do
token
locks.
passes.
So we're gonna
You'll-
try, if you have cards with locks on them, we're
That's
gonna
right.
try to get
And
some
I'm
lock
counting
actions.
my cards here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards in my played cards
Okay.
pile, which means that's 8 cards I'm guaranteed to carry into Act 2. I'm feeling pretty good about that. I know I'm going to carry a 9th card in. So right now it almost doesn't matter what card I choose. So I'm choosing it based on the actions that I think are going to help me later on in the game.
And we go. Now it's
Yeah.
dun 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 dun
And
dun
it's
dun.
John goes.
Doing it up.
Okay, thieves have got their
Yeah.
cards
Yep.
chosen.
We know
Okay.
John.
I chose just warming up, which gives me a move 3 and a recover 1. And I am
All
out.
right, but we get to do our action.
Right. So we've got all these cards here.
1, 1, and 3. So 1 and 3.
Okay, well that's good.
And locks, double lock.
Yeah.
Well,
We got
Right, so
Whoa.
our lock action would be the 3,
Yep.
plus our action, our lock, but we only have 1 left.
Well, that lock action can be carried over to the next lock that you work on.
Oh,
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. So these all then clear.
Yep.
This moves here.
Yeah, and that says 3 cards now, so we
That's
have
great.
3
Good job,
locks.
guys.
Lock cards.
So this will all go to the bottom.
That wasn't too bad.
That was
we
great.
got
Back
halfway
for the
through locks.
thieves. Yeah. We
We
have
got
think
a
so.
1,
2 more acts, 3 more locks.
We can do it.
2,
We can take him down.
Yeah.
3, and then we have 1 more unlock, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it goes. Let's
One of the corners.
Round
Oh,
them
oh.
Boom.
You know,
That's
you
it.
are the
always,
head thief.
always choose a corner.
always choose a corner.
Always choose
Fair
a
enough.
9.
9.
Sorry.
I do the same thing.
Yeah, it's like my German prom. So there we go. And so this is essentially you for now run off the board.
I've run
and,
off the board.
And we're going to go into Act 2, but we're not going to do
Correct.
that right now.
No, but I can show you what Act 2 looks
That would
Okay.
be great. So,
Make some space here. One of the things that I really enjoy about this game is the board itself, and it's a simple pleasure here. Here, let's clear off some of the stuff we've got on that side. When you finish Act 1, the story literally unfolds.
Whoa. We are full of puns today.
Yeah.
And there's Act 2.
Wow.
Look at that.
So John would move up the stairs and start right here. The thieves have got a couple of new places to start. There's some glass dividers on the board that may or may not get shot out and turned
And
into...
there's windows that are here in case you want to push people out of them. There's RPGs
Ooh.
that are there as well, which
Yeah.
is pretty cool.
There's an elevator shaft that you might throw things down to blow up.
Crazy. And there's more windows and vents.
Yeah.
Now, where does it go from here?
Do we want to go that far?
I think
Oh,
we
let's
should.
spoil it off,
Let's do it.
Once again, the story unfolds.
Oh, look
Wow.
at this.
Act 3 takes us to the rooftop of Nakatomi Plaza. And then eventually, as John chases hostages off the roof with the machine gun up in the air, he gets to come to the edge of the building and swing on a fire hose down into
Of course.
the 30th floor where Hans Gruber is waiting for him.
Ooh,
there's-
Hans.
Hans Gruber starts right here. And once Hans is in play, the thieves can then use Hans to shoot or punch. And John's goal is to sort of more or less muscle Gruber out the window. Ah!
That's the
Gruber
best. Yeah,
dies.
man, this board looks really good. I love how it turned out.
It's a
Really
great
neat.
board.
It's awesome. The whole game is awesome. The art, the gameplay, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So we John got through Act
He
1.
did,
We
he
didn't.
did.
We were able to defeat him out, but we unlocked a bunch of down to 3 locks out of 6, which is pretty good. And then John got all of his objectives. We got, I think, 2 out of the 3.
Yeah, we didn't trace John.
Right.
Oh well.
It's okay, and he's
It's
gonna keep
okay.
going on there. I think if we would have kept going, it might have been
A close
might-
game.
Might have been a close game.
Yeah, I think.
We'll
Yeah,
have
we've
to
been-
play again.
We've been really excited about how close the games come down to. It's usually 1 or 2 turns, whichever side wins. It's only a 1 or 2 turn advantage.
That's very cinematic.
It's tense right down to the
That's
wire.
great.
Yeah.
And I it's always fun. I love all the quotes at art too. So what's really cool. So Katie, where can people find this game?
Again, first and foremost, shop local. Go to your friendly local game store and tell them to pre-order it for you right now. All your game stores will be able to pre-order it either directly here from their sales rep here at the op or through their preferred distributor.
Awesome, and it's a Die Hard, the Nakatomi Heist board game. So we're also going to have it at Origins
Yep.
next weekend. Or next, we'll be there running it. Fletch and I will be there.
Yeah.
We'll be playing some games, doing some things. Also, you can find all of our cool announcements on the op, Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. And also be sure to subscribe to our Twitch channel below. And then soon we'll be putting this up on YouTube, which will be great as well. Along with that, thank you for coming in and watching us on Op Live.
Yeah.
Thank
you.
Take us out, Nick. You have a good time?
Oh, I had a great time, of course. I mean, it's just such a fun game. Such a simple thing as that board.
Good.
Very excited.
Excellent.
Thanks
cool.
so much.
Thanks so much, everybody.
Thanks.